Hello and welcome to our video on INFOhio resources for middle and high school. My name is Caryn Kelly and I'm one of the educational consultants for SOIDA, a state ed tech in Ohio. If you have any questions regarding these resources following the program, please feel free to contact me at caryn@soida.org, caryn@soita.org. The direct link to INFOhio is just INFOhio.org, INFOhio.org. And if you are hoping or planning on getting a certificate for watching this program, please head over to ohioedtechs.org, fill out the form that accompanies all of these videos, and then you'll need this code INSC in order to get your certificate. Make sure you type your email in correctly, and then you'll receive that certificate via that email. Okay, so let's head over to INFOhio. So INFOhio uses their funding to purchase access to websites and programs that are paid tools. Okay, so these are items that normally schools would have to pay for themselves in order to utilize them, but INFOhio is taking on that burden and paying for those tools themselves. Okay, so the reason that you have to go through INFOhio to utilize these tools is because they are paid. If you just go directly to the different resource websites, you're going to find that you have to log in and you don't have a login. So you have to go through INFOhio. INFOhio is available for all teachers, students, and parents within the state of Ohio. So you can use this at home. If you are at school, when you come into INFOhio, you won't have to log in. You won't need any login information. If you are at home, you will need that information. A lot of schools and districts in the state have already created their own unique INFOhio username and password for their school or district. So if you don't know that already, you can ask your teacher, you can ask your library media specialist, your technology director. Any of those people should be able to help you find that out. You can also find it via INFOhio if you put in a request for that. If your school or district has not already done that, they can request to do so, or you can use the state password. So if you do not have a school or district password and you need the state password, please feel free to contact me and I will send you that password. We're not allowed to share it online, otherwise I'd give it to you right now. Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and talk a little about this. So you can see when you come in here that you have resources organized by grade band. So we're looking at 6, 8, and 9, 12 resources. I'm actually just going to click on all INFOhio resources just to make it easy and give you a quick overview. We only have a little bit of time, so I'm not going to be able to go into all of the tools. I will show you some of my favorite ones. But just know that this is really a fantastic resource to be able to use. I'm going to click on all resources, and there they are. Okay. And so there's a ton here. A lot of people, when they think of INFOhio, they think of databases, and it used to be a lot of databases, and there still are a lot of great databases, but the databases have improved. They're a lot more user-friendly. They're really powerful tools, and they've added additional content as well outside of those databases. I am going to get out of the way here. So let's come down here. You can see there's a ton. There's just a ton here. So your Emsco databases are super helpful, and the ones that you're going to be using middle school and high school are Explora, and they're actually really similar. So I'm just going to show you one of them. It doesn't really matter which one you pick because you'll be able to adjust the Lexile reading levels. So let's go into 6 through 8. Again, they're both going to look the same pretty much. Now, when you access this through INFOhio, see right here, your information that you are accessing through INFOhio. So we can come in, you can just kind of browse if you want to, or you can do a search. So if I just browse, I can just say, hey, King Tut, and it's basically as though I ran a search for King Tut. So I'm getting to the same place I would if I just typed that in. You'll be able to refine your search results here. So I always like to check full text. It's selected by default. And then you can also say, if you only want peer-reviewed articles, if you want certain publication dates, if you're just looking for magazine articles or encyclopedias, and then you can choose your Lexile range here. And teachers, this is really nice if you're looking to kind of differentiate and find some articles at different levels here. So let's go in here. This is a Scholastic News article. So you can do a couple things here. You can look at the PDF full text of this, and you will actually see the scan of the original article that you can read that way. It will have the table of contents in here, and then you can go into your detailed record and see everything. So the detailed record is gives you all of the citation information, the abstract, everything. And you'll be able to come down here and have it read aloud to you.
What Killed King Tut? Authors, Lee Shot.
It starts at the top. If you don't want it to start at the top, you can, you can come down here and highlight.
What Killed King Tut?
It's acting really sassy.
As you read,
there it goes.
Think about
this one over here. It's not supposed to be over there.
So interested in King Tut?
But if you want it to just highlight what you read, the second one over here. You're going to see all of these tools. So if I need to add this to my Drive, my Google Classroom teachers, if you find something you want to share it to Classroom, you can do that. You can cite and save and email, all of these options here. All of the Emsco tools have accounts, so you can create an account. You don't have to. You're accessing it through INFOhio. You don't have to, but you can create an account and sign in with your Google account if you have one. Yep. Here we go. And then once I'm signed in, if I wanted to organize this, I can add it to a folder. I can go into my folder and create a new custom folder for myself. So if I'm doing a project on ancient Egypt, you can come in here and put this in ancient Egypt. Right? See how easy that was? So you can play with that. And the nice thing is that once you've created that folder, or sorry, that login with Emsco, once you've logged in, it doesn't matter, especially if you are using your Google account. It doesn't matter what Emsco tool you're using. So you can be using 6.8, you can be using the high school one, it doesn't matter. Okay, so there's lots of Emsco tools in here. There's, excuse me, Points of View Reference Center, also an Emsco host. I can sign in there and access my content. You can use that same sign in across, especially again, now that you are able to use Google. Points of View Reference Center is awesome for teaching critical thinking. It's really great if you're teaching debate or talking about how to argue, or you're talking about point of view and bias. It's wonderful. Let's come in here. I'm going to just choose art, music, and public schools. So what this does is it provides you an unbiased overview. And again, it will read it to you, an unbiased overview on the topic. And then you can choose point and counterpoint, so the two different sides. And then there's a guide to critical analysis that's unique to this article, and then supporting details and information. And they're all set up like this. So Points of View Reference Center, awesome if you're talking about bias. if you're looking for sources, if you're trying to decide where you stand on an issue, it's an awesome tool. And that's an Emsco tool as well. Get out of the way again. You can see all of these professional development collection, psychology and behavior. They have a nice newspaper search, all kinds of Emsco tools. They also have Science Reference Center. It's set up very much like Points of View Reference Center, but it's all science resources. They have full online texts in here. There are lesson plans, different experiments, worksheets. So this is a nice place to go if you teach science. Also, if you teach science, Science Online is really nice. This is not an Emsco tool, so if you wanted to save your content, it would be a different login, but they have really nice timelines. There's a whole biography section in here that's just scientists, mathematicians, etc. You can search by topic. They have some nice diagrams. Let me come in here. Components of weather. So if you're looking for a diagram on a scientific topic, they have these full color diagrams. Let's look at this one on the lightning strike that you can download, you can share with your students. See that. Push it right to Google Classroom from here. They also have, and these are kind of funny. I would not assign these to your kids for a grade because some of them are kind of they're just kind of funky to figure out. But if you're looking for some of those simulations, when you come in here, so I did the genetics of garden peas, you want to look at the introduction and also the instructions. Instructions are so important because some of them are kind of funny. Okay. Let's see. All right. And then I would come in here and type it in. Right? Right. And then you can make your notes in here and kind of play with it. It's so hard to find these kind of simulations that are like the online tests. So you can have the kids kind of work through these, maybe do them together and then have them run the experiment a couple different ways. But they have a lot of these 31 different interactive experiments, and they also have complete timelines, data, articles and topics. Really nice. Okay. There's also a literary reference center if you teach English language arts. There's encyclopedia in French if you want that. There's a Spanish one as well. One of the tools that I really like if you teach foreign language is this Transparent Language Online. It's a complete curriculum for so many different languages. You do have to, let's see if I can remember my login. Oh, great. All right, you have to create an account. Okay. Saying yes. Come back in here and talk to you guys. Okay, so you create your account, you log in, and you say, all right, what do I want to learn? I have French going on, but you can also go into browse your different categories. You can also come down here and view my profile, certificates, etc. They have a ton of different languages to learn from. So when you first come in here, more languages, there we go. You can choose all these different languages. You can choose different dialects. If you have English language learners, they have that as well. They have English in here. And some of the more common languages, they have what's called Kids Speak, where the kids are speaking. So it's really a nice tool. Let me go in here, just show you. French alphabet assessment. We're in trouble.
B. E.
Let's hear that again.
E. M. C.
So you can kind of see, and you can slow it down.
C. Y.
Get out of there. But they have these nice lessons in here as well. They have flashcards, they have dialogue that come up, they utilize photos. They're really nice. So if you're trying to teach online, you can have your kids come in here and you can have them do some different lessons. There's no teacher version, so you'll have to direct them what to sign up for. I would probably do a screencast using Screencastify or set up a Google Meet to get them started so they know where to go and what you want them working on, and then you can just kind of direct them from there. But this is a really nice tool. It's totally free, and they have a mobile app as well, so kids can work on it on their phone. So if you are foreign language, transparent language, totally free. It's awesome. One of my favorite tools is the World Book. There's several different World Books. So World Book Student would be your middle school version, and World Book Advanced is going to be for high school. Let's go in here and look at this. All right. Oh. They always have their current events and biography center included. And then over to the right, top right, you've got your advanced search. Get out of the way again. How to do research, interactive maps. They've got timelines, they've got trivia quizzes. Let's go in here and run a search. This is great. So there's all my encyclopedia articles back in time. So articles about events that happened in the past, images, special reports, tables, videos, etc. I'm going to open this up. Right. You can have this read aloud.
Lincoln, Abraham, 1809 to 1865.
Okay, and you can change the voice. You can always double click a word and it will pull it up in the dictionary. And then if you want to, you can also save your content here. So you can save it as a PDF, you can put it to your drive, or if you've created a World Book account, you can save it to My Research and make multiple different collections in there. They always give you the citation information, and it's just a really nice encyclopedia. It's wonderful for research. Gets you your standards and your related content as well. Right. All right. I'm not sure. World Book Wizard can help you learn. No, it's got little tutorials at adapting questions and help you gain knowledge. So that's new, the interactive piece in there. So that's the middle school one, the World Book Student. World Book Advanced, like I said, is going to be higher reading levels. So you can also use these different versions for differentiation. You'll have a lot of the same content at a higher or lower reading level depending on which one you use. There's also World Book Kids that is kind of like your intermediate grades that you can utilize there as well. All right. You've got your research resources over here, a lot of that same stuff. One thing I really like, and let me double check to see if this was in student as well, and I just skipped it. Nope, it's only here in advanced. One thing I really like here in advanced are these pathfinders. So when you're doing research on a topic, they've gone ahead and found all the connections to all the different articles for you. So you can say, okay, We're studying World War II. Let's click on that. All right. What do I want to study about World War II? Biographies, Axis military figures, Allied political figures, etc. Or you can just scroll through. Look at all these things that are already linked. There's your battles, your military figures, materials, weapons, related articles. It's all there. You don't have to go piece it together. The Pathfinders are super powerful, super helpful, and you can see they have several that are already in here, ready to go. Otherwise, it's very similar to World Book Student. So when I type in search, there's my article. It looks pretty similar. I can listen. Got quotations from Lincoln. I've got a little video about Lincoln. I can choose the world of Lincoln. Here's what's going on at that time. And then you also have aligned standards, images, video, and related information. So the World Book tools are really just fantastic resources. I think I'm going to talk about one more tool in here that I really like, and I'm also going to mention the digital video collection. If you're looking for videos, especially if you teach history or science, they're fantastic. And if you do anything about Ohio at all, there's awesome videos. That's the digital video collection, DVC, right here. They've got full-length Bill Nye the Science Guy videos. They've got long videos, and then they also have them broken down. You can download them. It's awesome. I do want to draw your attention to Ohio Means Jobs right here. A lot of people look at that and think it's a job search engine, and it is. But when I click on it here from that high school collection, it's going to take me to the college and career readiness tools for middle and high school. They have PSAT, ACT, SAT, AP practice tests. You guys, they're online practice tests. So if you're antsy or you took it already and you want to try and improve your score, or you haven't taken it yet and you have no idea what to expect, or you got one of those big prep books and you just can't get into it, these are awesome. So you can just come in here, let's say, okay, I want to practice for my ACT. You get started. And it's just telling me that my test scores are not going to be saved if I don't log in. So if you want to save, you want to stop and come back, you just want to make sure that you log in to this. So you'll create an account. It's not too bad. And you'll come in here. So they've got English. I don't want you to think there's only English. So if you go up to the top here, you can drop down. There's math, reading, science, writing, prep courses. And you can just say, okay, I want to start this one. There's 4 different ones. So you can really spend a lot of time prepping for this, getting ready. And then you can choose, do you want me to simulate this like I'm in the test? Do you want me to practice where it's giving me explanations when I get them wrong? Do I want to go to learner view? And then you just start the test. So there's my passage. Okay. All right, I'll take that. Close without saving. Now, if you ever find yourself out of that initial link, you can go back and click here. It'll take you right to that learning area. But there's so much on here. They even have stuff for college students. So as you go off to college, they've got some nice tools for you in here. But these tests, these practice tests, are just invaluable. So don't discount Ohio Means Jobs. It's a great tool for you now, prepping to go into high school, AP, taking those college entrance exams, looking for a job. They've got all kinds of great stuff for you. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop it there. We could spend all day talking about INFOhio. put my email up once again. If you have any questions about INFOhio, or you really had a question about maybe a tool I didn't talk about, please feel free to email me. My email's caryn@soida.org. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.